Chat, I'm back. There we go. Here we are. Hell yeah. I am here. Now, let me grab a second can. And I'm gonna wait for everyone to get here while I start speaking. So yeah, today we are playing Valorant, which is technically the conclusion to this whole, like, hero shooter thing that I started. We will still be doing it next week. We're still gonna be, like next week, I'm gonna be, like, playing Overwatch for 6 hours in casual, like, unranked mode, just to be able to rank it not based off of 400 hours of experience, but more to also be able to rank it off of 6 total hours of playtime, and to see where I can get with that. But today we're playing Valorant. So, the things that I encountered off stream were beyond horrors. Something happened off stream. Well, it was on stream, but I don't think a single soul will ever be able to see what happened before that anymore. I was encountering some problems. Basically, a funny and absolute garbage thing about Valorant is that it runs on Vanguard, and Vanguard is like an anti-cheat system that makes sure that there are no filthy, rotten cheaters in their games. However, Vanguard relies on your PC having enabled an option that is not standard enabled. So you're gonna have to go into, like, your BIOS system settings by restarting your PC a couple of times to be able to enable secure boot. Which is, I don't even know what that is. It's secure boot. It was all a whole bunch of mumbo jumbo. Basically what happened was I had to restart my PC. It went into I wanted to enable secure boot, then it said, oh, but you have to be in user mode to do this. Okay, so I researched how to enable user mode, did that, and only then when I tried to enable it, it said, oh, CSM is still enabled. Okay, how do I disable that? Well, actually, you're gonna have to go back into setup mode for that. Yeah, we didn't tell you that when you were in setup mode, but we're telling it to you now. So I went back into setup mode, disabled CSM, went back into user mode, tried to enable secure boot, and they were like, oh, but it's still loaded. You're gonna have to restart your PC. Alright, so I unloaded CSM, went back into BIOS settings, enabled secure boot, then went back into setup mode, and now everything is basically the same, except I have secure boot enabled, and it should finally work. So with all that out of the way, here is the standings, the spreadsheet that I have from last time. Last time I played Team Fortress 2. Wasn't an amazing experience. I really just don't really like the whole 12v12 aspect of Team Fortress 2. It's so wildly different from, like, Valorant is 5v5, which I am used to. And I would assume that first-person 5v5 hero shooter is probably going to be the closest thing to Overwatch that we're going to get. So this could very, very well be a game changer. But I wouldn't lie if I was telling to you guys that I'm kind of pissed about the fact that I've now lost 45 minutes of my day trying to fix an issue that really shouldn't have been an issue to begin with. The fact that you have to enable a setting that's not standard enabled in your PC to even be able to play the game is kind of bullshit game design, in my opinion, but we're gonna be going into it anyway. At least there aren't gonna be any cheaters, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, before we get into the actual game of Valorant and start the timer, it's yeeting me into an immediate training session, which is kind of odd. I don't think I've had that in Overwatch, but not immediately, I think. Or have I? I think it only enabled me to go to the training setup when I initially booted up the game. But I can't be too sure about that. one of the reasons why I think that this game is going to be very, like, very closely related to Overwatch, besides, like, obviously it's because of the first-person hero shooter aspect of it, but I also think that one of the very magical things about Overwatch, like, I'm using magical in a very, like, a 100% significant way here. One of the magical things about Overwatch Unranked is just how funny the players can be when moving with their characters. Like, if someone's AFK in the lobby and you're kind of like dancing around them, kind of like going around, you can see the exact... Okay, so what I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted, you can see the exact moment when their hand touches their mouse, and then the exact moment that they notice your presence, they look over to you, and it's hilarious. I was playing on Mercy the other day, and it, like, my people were just not killing me. If you, as Mercy, just kind of sit in a corner in Unranked, and just kind of, like, cower in fear, no one will kill you. Unless they're an actual asshole, but, you know. Most people won't kill you. Okay, now I can get into Valorant. Here we go. Okay, chat, here it is. I'm going to enable the aiming setting on Valorant in just a second. Okay, interesting. We got knives. Assholes, can you let me out of this fucking training chamber already? I'm an Overwatch pro. You can't just lock me in here.
Nope. Grab that pistol and shoot down the drone.
What?
Keep shooting the drone to break it.
It does not work, chat. It does not work. I am gonna be severely testing out whether this is gonna work before I start the stream again. I'm actually gonna have to restart the stream. There was a stream before this that I'm not gonna be putting on my VODs channel. This one is gonna be on there just for explanation purposes, because I don't want to explain it a third time. Okay, it's cool now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart stream, and I'm just gonna be going in there. Okay, I'm just gonna immediately start the game and hope to fucking dear God that this game will actually go through it. In fact, I will probably be playing the tutorial off stream for that reason, because now I might crash out in a second. So yeah, how to check if your system supports secure boot. Oh, if it, so, yeah, I'll be working. Okay, chat. Again, you'll be hearing from me in my Discord. I'll be right with y'all, alright? See y'all in just a second. Goodbye.